Welcome to Look Smarter Than You Are with Oracle Enterprise Data Management. What's new with EDM? October 2021. I'm Robert Gideon, Principal Consultant with Argano Interrel. An Allow Duplicate Nodes option is available for individual trees during the registration of Oracle Financial Cloud General Ledger applications. This option enables you to permit shared nodes in specific hierarchies, but not others. When creating a new tree, the Allow Duplicate Nodes option defaults to the application level setting and can be modified. For an existing tree, the option is set based on the configuration of the Allowed Shared Nodes parameter for its hierarchy set. A blockout period can be defined at the application level to prevent changes during a specified time frame. This blockout prevents submitted and approved requests from being added to the application. Once the blockout period is over, any blocked requests are then validated and completed. If a blocked request no longer passes validation, it will be returned to the workflow process to be fixed. The combination node type parameter on a node type is used to identify nodes which represent a combination of values from multiple other node types. Examples of a combination node type include a general ledger account combination or a data management multidimensional mapping. Node types are marked as combinations in the record count log report. This option is expressly for reporting purposes only and does not impact the subscription record count used for pricing purposes. String data type properties can be configured with additional options to control the validity of property values. The invalid values parameter defines a list of values which the property cannot be equal to. The invalid first characters parameter specifies a list of characters which the property value cannot begin with. These property parameters can be set at the application and node type level. Approval policy users who can perform enrichment of request items are able to rename nodes which were added to a viewpoint in the request without the need for data access to add nodes. When a user renames a node added by a different user, a separate rename action is created in the request rather than updating the node name for the original add action. When the request completes, an additional rename transaction will be recorded in the transaction history for the user who performed that action. A commit policy allows the final layer of review for in-flight requests after they have been enriched and improved. They can be used at the application, dimension, node type, or hierarchy set level in EDM. When a commit policy is enabled, requests will pass through an additional workflow stage called commit, where policy users can review requests and commit or reject them. Request items cannot be modified in the commit stage. A new policy filter is available to enforce a policy based on the update of specific properties in a request. This filter can be used to restrict a policy to only requests where certain properties have been updated. The properties filter can be set for an approval, commit, or notification policy. When comparing select node properties across viewpoints, specific properties can be selected for comparison. This allows users to focus a compare on certain properties of interest and ignore known differences for other properties. Compare results are filtered to only differences for the selected properties. You can also create request items from the filtered compare results to resolve differences for only the selected properties. A summary node with missing children validation is available for Financials Cloud and eBusiness Suite application dimensions to ensure that nodes which are marked as summary values have at least one child in a hierarchy viewpoint. This validation can be enabled or disabled at the dimension level for applications of these types. When using the find method on a lookup set in an expression, the disable pass-through argument allows a null value to be returned when the specified lookup key is not found. By default, the find method uses a pass-through approach and returns the original value in the event the lookup key cannot be found in the lookup set. The split method for string data types in expressions provides an optional include blanks argument, which allows blank values to be included in the resulting string list. By default, blank values are excluded from the string list and returned by the split method. The OrElse method can be used with string data types to return a default value if a preceding expression has a null value. This method may be used as a substitute for separate if-else statements, which check for a null value, resulting in simpler expression logic. Memo data type properties can be used in expressions for derived properties, property transformations, custom validations, policy filters, extract filters, and subscription filters. String methods and attributes are available for memo properties in an expression. Subscriptions will now synchronize property updates in rare cases where they were previously excluded by action and top node filters, or when a node's parent did not match between the source and target viewpoints. The following scenarios are now handled by subscriptions. Updates to node level properties made with another structural action, such as an insert or move, which was not included in the action filter. Updates to node level properties made to a shared node in a hierarchy location not included in the top node filter, but has another location which is included. Updates to node level properties made in a list viewpoint or under a source parent, which is different than the target parent. The duration of an import, export, or extract process is now included in the results displayed on the import, export, and extract screens. This information allows users to identify how long a process ran. Extract columns can now be marked with a key option to only output a single row of data for each unique instance of the key values. One or more extract columns can be configured as part of the key. Rows with duplicate instances of the key values are suppressed from the extract output. When there are multiple key columns in an extract, duplicates are determined based on the combination of values in the key columns. The pivot option for extract column can be used to output a separate row for each value of the list or string data type property. Other extract columns are repeated for each row produced by the pivot. Only a single property can be pivoted in an extract. When pivoting a string property, an extract option is available to choose a pivot delimiter. Incremental extracts provide the ability to output incremental changes for a dimension viewpoint between two specified time periods. The two time periods are compared and the resulting differences are output as incremental changes. An incremental extract can be set up to include adds, updates, moves, or deletes made to nodes in the viewpoint. Extract columns can be configured to output from and to values for moved nodes and updated properties. A node expression can be used as an inclusion filter during the time period or as an exclusion filter on the differences identified by the comparison.